Other one Paul here. Today I'm going to explain how, unfortunately, I lost the prop firm challenge. So I want to kind of go over my mindset and how I did it. Now, the first stage was the first stage I did excellent on there. I did 20%, and you know, if I have I might put this on my community tab, but there I'll put a snapshot if it's available. I actually did 20% on around 20% on my first stage. So I was thinking that maybe I didn't have to do stage 2. I even talked to the customer service that said, yeah, you passed the first stage, but you still, well, yeah, it was confused because I didn't know for sure if I had to do stage 2 or not at that time. But once I did 5 trades, it kicked into gear that I had to do stage 2. But the first stage, it was only required for me to do with the FunderPro. It was only required for me to do 10% in the first stage and then 8% in the second stage. So in stage 2, I basically knew my strategy worked, and but what I actually did, I just became a little bit impatient, and I'm kind of explaining to you the mindset of what I did that caused me to lose in stage 2. So I was trading the Japan dollar, and it just had this moment of it where it was going up and up. So I couldn't really get in a trade at this point because I was waiting for signals. So I just kept seeing it go up and up and up. Somewhere around here. Now, somewhere around here, I was thinking, well, if it just keeps going up, so man, I'll just buy, and you know, it'll keep going up. The moment that I put in a buy order, not too long after that, it starts going down. And this point right here, this drawdown, just this small little moment right here, that's where I lost the trade because I put in a buy order and I thought it was going to keep going up, and it didn't. It retraced right after I put the buy order in. So I did this all on impulse. This whole thing, I couldn't put any orders in it during this time while it was going up. So by the time it got to that point, I just became impatient, and you know, I wasn't looking at my signals. I wasn't looking at my strategies. If you have a strategy that works, make sure you keep doing that strategy, because the moment you take your mind off of that strategy, now you can have any kind of strategy that you want, but the moment I took my brain off of the strategy that I was using, that's when I lost due to the drop down, or what you call it. When you go down from the opposite position when you're doing I don't know what that's called, but that's what caused me to lose. I'll show you some screenshots that I took, and it's basically off of stage 1. Stage 1, I did really good. I was only supposed to do 10%, and I gave them around 20%, and I thought that was good, and I thought that was a, you know, because I basically did the whole, I did everything in one stage, but you apparently you have to go through 2 stages. But the first stage, I was required to only give them 10%. I was only required to give, forget what the prop firm is called. I forget what the firm is called, but I'll put the link below if you guys want to get it. I was only required to give them 10%. I gave them 20%, and you can look at the screenshots here. There's a couple screenshots that I took, and you can see how I did on the first stage. And then comes I have to do stage 2, and that's when I failed it, and I failed it because of the drawdown. I think that's what you call it. all because I was impatient and I wasn't following my strategy. So what happens now? I've been going over a new strategy. Next time around when I'm doing the funding challenge, which I probably will start it tomorrow. I'm actually going to go in big, and I'm going to go in with the $200,000 challenge. And because of what I've learned and what I've studied the last couple of days, I know my mistakes. And I know that I'm probably most likely going to pass this next one. And it's a strategy. It's not the strategy that I used for this last one. It's a new one. And this new strategy I'm going to be discussing tomorrow. So definitely stay tuned for that. But I'm probably from the next 2 weeks from now, I'm going to be entering a new prop firm challenge. It's probably going to be over the $200,000 because I know I can win it, and if I lose it, I lose it. But it's for me, it's willing to take that risk because if I pass this one, now basically from me looking from if it's a $200,000 challenge, and what's required is pretty much the same thing I did with the 25. The only difference here is I have to make 10% of 200,000, and then I have to make 8% of 200,000 twice. I have to do it twice, and I can't have any kind of drops like I did the first time, or I'll lose. But like the strategy I've been studying looks really effective. So, and I'm probably going to practice maybe once or twice before I actually go in and purchase to see if it works. But basically, the 200,000. If I get that 200,000 prop firm challenge and I pass it, that gives me a lot size of about 80. I set it about 80. I don't change it. 80 is my lot size if I do 200,000. If I have a 200,000 funded account, and I'm explaining that probably in tomorrow's video. That 80 is my lot size for an account with 200,000. A lot of people might say that's much, but with the numbers and everything I've looked at, looks really good, and I definitely will probably reach my mark with the challenge. But anyway, that's something I'm going to keep you guys updated about. Anyway, tomorrow, look for a new strategy that I'm going to be talking about. That is going to be the strategy that I'm going to be using for the 200,000 prop firm challenge. So anyway, if you guys like the video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in future videos.